Thanks so much for watching AM Northwest. You know, if you want to look younger, a facelift may be just what you need. They're now more natural than ever, so it can be your little secret. Here to tell us how, we welcome back from Portland face doctor David Magilke, along with his patient Sue Boudreau. Good to have you both with us.
Thank you very much, Helen.
So, doctor, let's first talk about it. I think people, when they think of facelift, think of something really stretched, but that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people, at least that come to our clinic, they want to do something that makes them look natural, makes them look a little bit better, but not necessarily something that makes them look different. And facelifts are sort of the gold standard of cosmetic surgery, but it's not something that necessarily has to make you look strange or pulled. It basically sort of establishes your jawline. It makes you look like you might have looked maybe 10 or 15 years ago.
Right.
So, yeah.
So why did you decide you needed a facelift?
Well, my skin didn't fit anymore.
I know the feeling, yes.
Yes, right. And so I just decided it was time to go for it, and he's so well qualified.
You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's been about, I think, 20 years in our practice, in Portland. And the nice thing is that we actually have a lot of patients that have been with us for a long time. So there are people that will come in and get something done maybe 10 years ago, and then maybe come in and get something now to keep things looking, so they always kind of look refreshed, but in a natural way. So you don't all of a sudden go from, where you look really tired to all of a sudden looking very refreshed. It's kind of a natural progression.
We're looking at the before and afters, and you really do look good,
Yeah.
Sue.
Thank you.
Really. What did you feel when you looked in the mirror after getting the lift?
Like myself again.
Yeah.
Like, yes, this is what I feel like. This is more me.
And did people notice? Family, friends?
Yeah, I mean, just people would say you look great.
Yeah.
I don't think they really know exactly what you did, but you just...
Which is nice. That's what
It's
you
so
want. You don't
awesome,
want them to
yeah.
know what you did.
Right.
Right? And then what was the process like? How did you feel?
It was good. I mean, it was easy. I think it's like having a baby. It's like not
Now, that's
great.
not easy.
It's
Okay.
not great when you're
Okay.
doing it,
All
but
right.
then you're so happy, right afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, great, I did it.
Who would be a good candidate for a facelift?
What you'll find now is people are living longer and they're also really active. So we have a lot of patients who are all of a sudden hitting 60 years old, which in a lot of our minds are something our grandparents were. That was an age that we think of our grandparents, but we don't feel like we don't feel like a grandparent. We feel like somebody who's out doing triathlons.
Right.
We feel like somebody who is really in their prime of their life.
We're looking at more. There were more before
Yeah.
and afters there. Really look good.
Yeah, so I mean, and all of a sudden these people now look in the mirror and they recognize themselves again, and that's the biggest thing is people now when they look how they feel, and which is really important for you psychologically.
And when you talk about gold standard, what does that mean exactly?
There's so many options for looking better now. There are non-surgical options, there's injections, there are fillers, but most of these are trying to get results that really you achieve reliably with facelift surgery. And I think a lot of people are concerned about doing facelift surgery because they're frightened that they're going to look unnatural, they're going to look pulled. But
Right.
really, that result that most people are looking for is what you get with surgery.
And in your office, is it a private environment? I mean, no one's going to know but you and...
Yeah, I mean, our office is located on the St. Vincent's campus in Portland, but we have our own private operating room, our own private suite. So people, you don't run into your friends and neighbors. It's a very private experience. So like I say, it can truly be a beauty secret where
Right.
you can have something like this and no one would ever know. Not that you need to be ashamed of it, but it's
Right.
nice to have some privacy.
And what's the recovery time?
About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Are you wearing bandages for 2 weeks, or how does it work?
No, so typically it may have bandages for about 2 days, and then depending on what all you have done, you may have a little bit of bruising. But 2 weeks, usually you can go back to work. I mean, you go back to work where nobody even notices you. Some of the procedures, if you don't do eyelids or something like that, you can even go back maybe within a week.
Wow.
So it really depends, and it also depends on your comfort level. There are some people that would be absolutely mortified if people do. There are other people that they're telling everybody, and,
Right.
and they show up at their office, checking emails with their bandages on.
Right.
It just depends on where you're at. So.
I'm on TV.
Exactly, she's
Or
on TV, exactly.
If you'd like
So
to
it's
find
awesome.
out more, contact the Portland Face Doctor. The number is on your screen. We'll also put all the information on our website at katu.com. Thank you both very much, and
Thank
you look
you.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you so
really do.
much.